I took a small break to eat a snack and I gathered all of the aether currents. So if it seems that my map is revealed, I promise you, all I did was get aether currents. I don't have to do it later. I can just focus on story for now. Last time I was here, it was little more than a camp with a shop or three.
Well, well. It's become a proper town. Hey!
What was that?
Now hold on a minute.
Some sort of trouble.
I'm talking to you, you old bastard.
Give me strength. For the last time, the investigation is closed. There's no refuting the evidence.
I don't give a shit about your evidence, you lying scum. You release my friends, or I'll make you wish you had.
Oh boy.
Let me remind you who the scum is here. Your friends, who had the temerity to point their firearms at me, the deputy chief of the Dust Watch. And after taking them into custody, what should we discover but incontrovertible proof that they had committed larceny? They will not be released until they've paid for their crimes.
I'd heard the peacekeeping force had been formed to deal with growing lawlessness. Seems the situation is bad indeed.
Still can't get up a fuss, eh? Sounds like poor Zekua needs his bottle.
Oh my god, what is...
He wouldn't prefer his mama's teat? Treat me like a child, will you? My friends haven't done anything wrong, damn it! They've been framed!
Oh, stubborn little runt. Listen here, Zekua. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you'd best comport yourself like one. That means respecting the rule of law. Order may be precarious here in Shaaloani, but it can be had if each man does the right thing. And for those that don't, well, they have to answer to the Dust Watch. Now run along and think before you cast aspersions next time. Lest you hurt my feelings.
Fine! If that's how it's gonna be.
I wouldn't if I were you.
I knew it.
Is that?
There's a time to fight and a time to withdraw. For you, that's now.
What?
Hey! What are you doing, Zekua? You better not be stirring up trouble.
Wahute, you sack of Ronek shit! This ain't over! You hear me?
We can't roll my R's.
You want to tell me what that was about?
Nothing that need concern you, sir. Zekoa is simply struggling to come to terms with the low character of his friends, but for good measure, I'll have the men keep an eye on him.
Yes, you do that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go make my rounds.
I wasn't expecting to see your faces among the crowd. Talk is rife there's a new Dawn servant. Take it you found it then. The Golden City.
Thanks, Estadian.
Aye, the contest is over. And as I needed to return home to Shaaloani, I offered to show our friends some of Shak Tural. What brings you north?
Nothing in particular. Just seeing what there is to see.
Going wherever the wind blows, eh?
Gulul Jaja compensated me rather generously for our duel. I'll be able to enjoy a comfortable life on the road for the foreseeable future. But for now, I shall be moving on.
Okay.
By the way, I recommend you try the Sabatender. They may not look it.
You're still eating
surprisingly
stuff.
delicious.
And Grahatia made fun of the one that's eating a lot. Also, why are we eating Sabatender?
But we don't serve Sabotender here.
And what are you eating? You're just eating things to eat them? Make fun of Grahatia for the tacos. No sooner do we set out to run into excitement, at least no one was hurt. The Dutch boss has their work cut out for them. For as long as I can remember, all disputes, big or small, were settled by dueling. Peoples of Shaaloani rarely saw eye to eye. For better or for worse, it was the simplest way to settle differences. As most would sooner not risk their lives, though, it encouraged parties to pursue peaceful resolutions in a roundabout fashion. The Dust Watch was likely established by supporters of Kona, preferring peace but be enforced through the formal rule of law. A reasonable stance, all things considered. If things ever got out of hand, the Lands Guard will be forced to step in. What freedom they have now would be lost under Soraljal's authority. All I wish to say is that unless a lengthy stay in the jailhouse appeals to you, be mindful of how you handle your arms in town. So I like to think the stableman has arrived with the Ronik by now. Ronik. I can't roll my R's. I'll go on ahead to check. If you still want to have a look around, be my guest. Come and find us when you've had your fill. Oh, important. Why does everyone have plus? Oh my god. Well, I hate plus so much. Wasn't ever easy, huh? Ew. Ugh. Thank God, give me the cart. Thank God. Oh, I finally got some of these. No. Friend, I take it. Sorry to keep you both waiting. Unruly wildlife's not only a source of recent distress, I'm afraid. Also been a rise in robberies targeting merchants. As a result, we got a lengthy list of folks wanting to use our Ronique. I have to ask that you stop at Chesnowezi Springs. It's fine, of course, but why haven't the Dust Watch dealt with this banditry? Himaka and his fellows are doing what they can, but they reckon the bandits are operating as a gang. Rounding them up is all easier said than done. If anything foul, you want to take care. Thank you for the warning. We'll be sure to stay vigilant. Alright then, if you're ready to set off, I'll see you on your way. Ready? Saddle up. Your friend seems to know your face, so I won't bother giving you directions. You'd be struck by how much Shaaloani has changed. And we just visited, wasn't even here several years ago. Reliable opportunities to replenish water supplies. Travelers turned into Nopal tenders. Not just for the water in their stems mined, their fruits are also said to be both nutritious and delicious. Is that why Estonians eating them? That hole there, some might hope to find water there, but it's brimming with ceruleum. Eruption of flames from which make for a spectacle, inspiring cautionary tales of people who wandered too close. The Walkie, meanwhile, show great reverence to ceruleum and its blue flames. Oh! That's a discussion for another time. We're here. Good thing for these Roni. No sooner did we dismount than the next passengers are already on their way. We really are short on Roni. Now then. This is Shaaloani Springs, perhaps the busiest town here in Shaaloani. People travel here from all over, hoping to find their fortune. The change comes to Usatwi was surprising enough, but this is no less impressive. They achieved a great deal in the 3 years I've been away. The station is on the eastern side of town, but there still should be time before the next train departs. If you don't mind, I'd like to pay a visit to an old friend of my mentor. Yate is her name, and if she's learned what I passed through without saying a word, she'd never let me hear the end of it. She left from our village some 10 years ago, hoping to earn coin as she traveled around Trail. I would assume she too came here seeking greater opportunities. In any case, let's see if we can find her. Her blue hair should make her easy to spot. Is this lady? Ah. Yes, I'm Yate. And who might you be? She's my friend. Hey, goodness, it is. Ernville, yes. Man grown, you were such a darling little thing as a child. No, it's only been 3 years since last we spoke. Really? Only 3? I suppose it all starts to get hazy after a while, living as long as we do. Well, this is Yate. She's known my mentor since they were children. Nice to meet you. I never thought I'd see the day when you travel with company. You really have grown, Alishpa. What now? Is that what they call you here? Alright. I was born Alishpa. I adopted a new name when I became a gleaner, one that adheres to Eastern Vieira conventions, so as to avoid drawing attention. Given that this is a homecoming, it was only a matter of time before you found out. Nevertheless, I would appreciate if you would continue using my chosen name. For dead naming him? That's not nice. A homecoming. You know, I've been thinking of paying the old stamping grounds to visit myself. Good to see Kasuya again. I don't even know these names. She's the finest archer I know. Alishpa's mother and mentor. Every time I drop by, she treats us to a veritable feast prepared with fresh game she hunted herself. Impressive with the bow too, Yate, even among the Shitona. Oh, I couldn't compare to Kaushia, but her skill at arms pales in comparison to her knowledge of nature. What earned her a place among the Golo Jaja's traveling companions, after all. Oh. Always the inquisitive sort, but her journey across Tyrol lit a fire in her. Even after Elenshpa was born, she often left him in my care so that she could embark on another expedition in search of the unknown. Oh, how you would cry and beg her to take you along. Must have been hard on you. Say, please. You're embarrassing him. What? We're all friends here, aren't we? No matter how many times he asked, the answer was always the same. You can come when you prove you're a true explorer. Thus did she task me with finding the Golden City. Despite my best efforts, all paths led nowhere. I assumed it was but a dreamer's fancy, a ploy to goad me into experiencing the wider world. I mean, you did. But it was real, and we found it. You found it? As part of the right succession. I assumed everyone had heard. That's amazing. Oh, she'll be thrilled. Eager to bombard me with questions, no doubt. Oh, we should be on our way. Thank you so much for stopping by. Give me my best to Koshia. Help! I need help. What's that about? We'll investigate. Please wait here. Oh, he's already off. I don't doubt these are infamous local bandits. Please, you have to help. I've been robbed. It's Namiko, Buklamat's nursemaid. Anvil, Raika. Coming closer will slit her throat from ear to ear. So much as nick her skin, you won't live to regret it. Yeah? Hold on, do you say this is Wuklamat's nursemaid? Maybe this ain't such a good idea. I think that goes to the boss. We'll deal with this. Please, you have to give it back. Going after Namika. This lot I leave to you. Cocky bastard. I'll hang him by the ears and feed the old woman to the dogs. I have cards. We can deal with them later. First, we need to pull this one in the dirt. Do your worst. Hand over your money. Oh, how simple, stupid you are. Oops. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done without you. I managed to get away, but I have an idea where they're headed. Did they stole something from you? Bracelet. It was a parting gift from Ruklamat. You see, close as you to where I can only imagine how much it meant to you. What brings you all this way? The rite of succession ended, and Wuklamot crowned the next Dawn servant. She is ready to stand on her own. I told her as much and my plans to return home to Shaaloani. She gave me the bracelet that I must always remember our time together. It gave me such joy. I wanted everyone to know. Everyone see this wonderful gift given to me by the vow of resolve, and now it's gone. I would love to take every coin to my name, if only they'll let me that bracelet. I would ask what you intend to do, but I know that look. Knock them senseless. Please, you want to put yourself in harm's way for my sake. Sure, you no harm will come to us. Raika will make certain of that. I understand your methods can be brutal, but it would be wise to show some restraint, unless you find yourself on the wrong side of the law. Perhaps I should come as well, to be sure all proceeds as it should. I don't know what to say. I can see why Wuklamot put so much faith in you both. Or anything else, let's see her back to Shaaloani Springs. She'll be safer in town, and with Yahtzee there to keep an eye on her, we should have nothing to worry about. Thank you, both of you. Am I suddenly in a Borderlands part of this expansion? If our toys has happened, you'll need to worry about Namika. If those bandits should find us, we'll kick up a fuss and see them driven off. Bracelet meant everything to her, and those bastards wouldn't even care even if they knew. Makes me sick. Like she's safe, and I'll know you'll set things right. Alright, let's go and recover that bracelet. Nothing but contempt for these bandits, as it involves a gift from Wuklamot. Must be mindful of how our actions might reflect upon her. Without Namiko would find joy in the return of said gift if lives were taken in the process. When it comes to violence, I ask that you stop short of killing them. The rest you can leave to the Dust Watch. Well now, that makes me think you're strong. Really strong, are you? May have saved the star on one occasion. Save the star, that's a bold claim to make, but if true, that certainly speaks to your strength. Curiosity has been sated, then please indulge minds. Is there anything you can tell about these bandits? Well, of late they've been talk about some unsavory types coming and going from Yawi to the southwest. Old mining town that was abandoned. That's the one. Now that's a real distraction in this big business. No one wants to waste their time picking at the dried up veins there. Looks like a perfect lair for bandits, not to mention the one with the bracelet foot in that direction. We'll be investigating that place. I can let the Dust Watch know if you like. No, not yet. It would be best if we went alone. Something I'd like you to ascertain if you got no objections. Right then, let's be off. Getting close to Good job, Rainbow. The bats have claimed this place for themselves. Ain't no attempt to conceal their presence. Oops. Especially for another time. First, we must find the bracelet. See the bandit who had it. Perhaps they're in one of the buildings. For shekels they are, it should prove a simple thing to eavesdrop on anyone's side. You go and have a look about. I'll keep watch for trouble. As well not notice you here, you can safely eavesdrop on the inside. Lean to listen, you begin to pick out voices in the muffled chatter. Don't know where we'd be without him. Perhaps shoveling sand, praying we'd strike it rich. That's the truth. Only an idiot will work the mines with easier money to be had. And we got a boss who can keep the dust watch off our backs, huh? What should we say? The one's got a way of carrying secrets to the wrong ears. Me, so whoever believed one of them sainted souls was running our crew. A drunk who bought your story about the gold shitting on Paka, am I right? To listen, a familiar voice rings out through the wall. Let me out of here, you bastard. Shut your mouth, you sniveling little brat. Make me. I'll get you back for framing my friends. Vulture most of all. You tell him he can eat shit. Now, how about we give you the chance to tell him yourself? We'll see how tough you are then. Lvl, what are you doing? Fans who took racing may be in this building. Have a listen to see what we can find out. We leaned in to listen to hear someone entering the room on the other side. Brought back a prize you're gonna love, boss. Have a look at this bracelet. Beautiful, ain't it? Bet it was made by a famous artisan. You idiot. How are we supposed to move something like this without attracting attention? Boss, please. I'm sorry. I reckon we could find a sailor who won't ask questions. Sell it for a song. Here, your reward, and don't bring me this kind of grief again. I won't, boss. Thank you. Okay, sorry, let's retreat for now. So were you able to learn anything? The leader is the man of the Dust Watch. I'll explain why these bandits have been able to do as they please. And you say they gave the bracelet to him? Do you have our work cut out for us? Do you hear anything else of note? Koa, that's the boy who confronted one of the officers in town, isn't it? They threatened to take him to speak with the Vulture, their leader's alias, no doubt. Waiting for a man who preys on the helpless. Well then, I don't really have a better idea of who's behind the recent rash of robberies in Hutsatwi, but we also know he has bracelet. Retrieving him without bloodshed would prove difficult, though. He's that quick to point a gun at his own underlings. Great. If we confront him with his henchmen around, a violent outcome is all but guaranteed. Might have a plan. Small settlement to the southeast of here. Luateniyawasa. Luateniyawasa. Oh, I missed the rest of it. Whatever. I'm curious if I bet chat would have a blast if I tried to say that on stream. Oops. Get out of here. Get out of here. Why is it so mutated? To replace it without conflict. Won't be done barging in through the front door. We'll have to lure him out. Do that. We'll avail ourselves of dragon-like creatures that live to the south of here. It's their breeding season, you see. The males will flock to the scent of a female in heat. With a few ingredients and a sample of their feces, I can create an attractant that resembles the scent when burned. Lure the Yahikia into the bandits' hideout, flushing out the vulture and his gang. Then while they're content with our flying friends, we can sneak in and search for the bracelet. Crane must ask that you collect the excrement. While you see to that, I must go and procure the remaining ingredients. They're so displeased. Before you say anything, I don't want to ask this because of any aversion to feces. It would simply be easier for me to find the specific species of wild plants we require. Here, take these 3 pouches. See them filled and we'll handle the rest. Yeah. I'm so glad our character did some sassy look like. Really? Really? This place is just Borderlands. What the hell? You're so weird. This place is just Borderlands with like... skags everywhere. Wild West theme. Okay, fine. A pile of Yahikia droppings and gingerly scoop them into your pouch. Can't believe I had to touch poop. Just for you, Aaronville. Fish already over here. Excellent. This will do nicely. All that's left is to mix the feces with the tumbleclaw fires, dried nopal tender root, and just helping of animal fat. Come, let's get back to Tonatayawi. Still in the 95 quest zone. Everything's ready. Try to set our plan in time to set our plan into motion. Fair number appear to be gathered inside. Now's our chance. I will keep watch from here. The Tracton I leave to you. Toss into the bonfire near the middle of town. The Yehikia will come to soon after. There he goes. Ew. What's that smell? Oh, that reeks. What did you put in the fire? Wasn't me, I swear. Look, did something die? Don't want to sway that ungodly stench to me. No surprise. But boss, over there. Huh? What in the world? Run for your lives! So the smoke's what drew them here. I swear when I find out who did this. Your friends have stirred up enough trouble. Try to retrieve the bracelet. Hey, what's going on out there? Still in here in case you've forgotten. Sit tight, we'll be back for you. What? You gotta get me out here now. They're gonna kill me. Begging you, please. So they'll heal you. Shit, who was that? You're staring right. Okay. Hey, you're gonna help me or what? Bracelets must wait. Let's break him out and withdraw for now. All that effort and not to show for it. Sorry for that, but damn, I didn't think anyone would have the balls to take on the vulture. No need to apologize. We were planning to save you eventually. Really? I don't even know who you are. You secret admirers of mine or something? You're so dumb. I'm just having fun with you, but I do appreciate the help. Man they called the vulture. I've seen his face before. He's not the officer you confronted in town. One and the same. But he's not masquerading as a gang leader. He serves as deputy chief of the Dust Watch. I'll explain why the bandits are so confident they can avoid capture. Trying to get back at the something the vulture stole, right? Let me help. Least I could do after you bailed me out back there. I have an idea where he's hid his cash. Working's headed there now too. We go together. I got a score to settle with him myself. I don't doubt that you do, but we need to know that what it is first. Will you tell us? Right, so those bandits at Totingawi, they're called the Daybreakers, and it was me and my friends that founded the group. It wasn't getting cutthroats, not back then. Wanted to protect people who couldn't protect themselves. Kids being harassed by bullies, workers being exploited by the mining concerns, folks who needed help even the odds. That was 3 years ago, and whenever we found someone scheming in the shadows, we settled matters the best way we knew how, with a duel. You see, by the old laws, anyone who loses a duel must be held to account for their crimes, even those in positions of authority. Made damn sure they did, every time. Before we knew it, our small bandit friends commanded a force to be reckoned with. And about a year ago, the vulture and his thugs showed up, got the better of us and took over the Daybreakers. Everyone was afraid of him, so they did his bidding without question. When he showed them how they could make a fortune easily, that was when he really won them over. Now the Daybreakers is nothing but a bunch of bandits and cutthroats who prey on the people it was created to protect. Talked over with my friends, Wikana and Lwine, and we all agreed the only way to stop him was to challenge him to a duel. He accepted. I still remember how he gloated that he'd win. But when the day came, he showed up with the Dust Watch and had my friends arrested on the charges of robbery. If that wasn't enough, he set their bail at a price no one could ever hope to pay. Then locked away, there was no one left to help me. None of my old friends from the Daybreakers, and certainly not the Dust Watch. That's why you're ready to challenge him in the middle of town. I was until that guy with the spear stopped me. No sooner had I stepped out of town that the vulture's minions caught me by surprise. They took me prisoner, then, well, you know the rest. The Dust Watch would be of no help. Are they all working for the vulture then? No, not all of them. Sheriff Kamaka, he's as honest as they come, a staunch keeper of the peace. Problem is, he's a little too trusting and doesn't suspect a thing. If my words against the deputy chiefs, who'd think you believe? Well, if he knows where this vulture keeps his spoils, perhaps he can help us recover Namika's breakers. What do you think? For what it's worth, I have a plan, but I can't do it alone. A plan? Well, I have to hear me out, but not here. I'll be waiting you at Chesanawazi Springs. I guess we can decide what we do after it gives us the pitch. Good, you're here. This is where he hides his loot. I expect he'll show up soon. Oh well, look who it is. Storing stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's an option for someone with his authority. He moves the spoils in cereal and barrels where no one will think to look, mixed in with regular shipments of food to Tilio where they're sold off. You said he stole a brace of yours, right? He knows you're on his tail. Chances are he'll be eager to get what he can for it. I doubt he trusts a lackey with that business, given the provenance of the piece. All right, he's not letting that bracelet out of his sight till he's got a coin in hand. Not sure what to make of you after Hootsatwi, but I'm glad to see you're more than an impulsive child. Oh well, not my finest hour, I admit. There's a lesson to that. The vulture's a slippery bastard. If we're going to catch him, we need to back him into a corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. First, we lure him away from here, over to Hootsatwi would be ideal. For that, I need one of you to help me. This will buy time for the others to search the barrels with any stolen goods. Using that will expose him as a criminal. No way to tell if who is carrying the bracelet. But regardless, there'll be time enough to find once he's behind bars. But won't he simply feign innocence? We'll try, and that's when we'll challenge him to a duel. Duel? That approach didn't work out so well for your friends, as I recall. True, but unlike before, I'll challenge him in front of the whole town. That way he won't be able to bring her out of it like before. Every man, woman, and child of the wilds understands the importance of duels and the old laws. The Deputy Chief will never disgrace himself by refusing. Would you be breaking the law by using a firearm in town? Not if we're using... It's not as if we've been using live rounds, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. What is that if I get him to duel with as many witnesses as possible, and when he loses, and he will lose, that'll be the end of the vulture. Plan is not without flaws, but what do you think? Thanks. I sure was lucky running into the two of you. You won't regret this, I promise. You're satisfied, then so am I. Knew I could count on you. I was seen in Toten Yahweh, so it's probably best I stay and search for the barrels. Then you're with me. Tell the vulture I tried to rob you, but you managed to overpower me. Even if you suspects a trap, you may be able to resist taking the bait. Want to buy your friend as much time as possible. Make your way to Hutsatsui. Once you got the vulture there, I'll take care of the rest. Alright, let's get to it.